Hello. How's it going? Good to see you all. Sorry. Hello. Hello. Great Tantrum. How you doing, man? Good to see you. VJ Port. Garen X is... Sorry, I've got to close my door because my... I'll tell you in a minute. My daughter randomly has started doing an Australian accent. Must be a trending thing at school. I don't know. But it's all I hear at the moment. So, hello, how you doing? Sorry, hello, handsome. Probably don't look as handsome because I've had to like pull out some emergency camera because my Logitech Brio has decided to just pack up. As soon as I put it to 60 frames, everything went weird, purpley green. I don't know why that happened. Mike GC, yeah, pause the crewcast. Mate, I'm really glad people are enjoying that. I couldn't believe it. We had 130 concurrent viewers yesterday. Like, that is amazing. That is amazing. You know? I don't know how many we had it, like, top peak. I never looked at that. But just to see the 130 are, like basically overall there for the show is fantastic. Little Devil Gamer says he feels like poop. I'm so sorry you feel like poop. Are you pooping because you feel like poop? Is it a poopy feeling? A bad feeling? Jock Jackson, how you doing? Tigerman, I'm good. How are you? Garen X is, I'm not sure what is going on. So painfully, right? Painfully, it's on bloody Facebook again. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here we go. This is good. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. I'm just going to flip over and check that we're all good. Because in my headphones, this is so loud. Can you guys hear the music? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music from the show. Seems fine. GTA announcement hype. Dude, imagine that. All good. Thanks, guys. Thank you ever so much. So yeah, let's turn it down for a minute because even though I can't turn it down in my bloody earphones, so loud. But yeah, I don't want to sit here and watch that for a second. I'd rather be back over here chilling out with you guys, like listening to some normal music instead of that, whatever that was. I don't know what that was. It's very quiet. Hello, babe. How you doing, Mr. GT in the chat? Yeah, I can turn it up. I can make it as loud as I need to. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. We can make it very loud. Soon. Soon, soon, soon. Glad you made it. Thank you for joining. It was making you dizzy. All I want is Walking Dead 2 news. Garen X's, you are in the right place, my friend, because I'm going to be, or I am, one of the Walking Dead Chapter 2 ambassadors for their game. So if you're interested in The Walking Dead, like, hopefully we'll have some exclusive stuff on the channel soon. Don't know if you saw it before. We did like a puzzle and unlocked some bits and then unlocked some artwork. And but my artwork went everywhere. Like, I remember seeing it on another YouTube channel within like a couple of hours. So it wasn't exclusive for long, unfortunately. Great, my camera follows my mug. Oh, this mug. Yes, it does. Do you want me to change it? Do you not like it? Do you want me to get rid of it? I thought it was quite handy to always keep me in shot. What is everyone's predictions, please? Mysterion, how are you doing, sir? El Rash, Potts, good to see you all. Thank you ever so much. Please like the video if you get a chance. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want anyone else to come and join us, please share the live stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Is it true that you have a Quest Pro? Where are we now? Parasite says, my head says Ghostbusters release date, but my heart says GTA update or early Quest 3 release. Now, I'll be honest, I'm really, really excited to see if there's not only news about Cambria, if there's also news about Quest 3. Your pal, how's it going, my friend? How's it going? Yeah, like last night when we was in VR Crewcast, like, a lot of people were hyped about GTA. And I must admit, I kind of forgot about it a bit. And I don't know why. I kind of like... I can't really work it out. I sort of forgot it was coming, which is unbelievable. Until everyone started saying it. Like I knew it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't put it in the now. I don't know why. But then Bradley come out of a really good reasoning behind it. He thinks, I think it was him who said it, that maybe they're holding it back to release it with like a new chip for like the Quest 3. Like imagine if you launched a brand new Quest alongside GTA coming out at the same time. And I kind of thought, oh yeah, makes sense. You know, maybe the Quest 2 can't do it. Who knows? Where I was Snow Toad with the green GT symbol representing. He said, "It's all your pal, all good brother. Looking forward to seeing what we get today." I am now. Yeah, I was kind of like unhyped when I saw the listing of what's happening today. You know, when like this guy's going to talk, this guy's going to talk. I was like, oh man, I want it all about games. But I think there's going to be some good stuff. I hope there's going to be some good stuff. Do you think Big 04 is good competition for the Quest 2? I do think it's good competition for the Quest 2. I do. Better competition than Pico 3. Grubby Dark, how's it going? Yeah, I think there is gonna be some actual gaming stuff happening, and that's the main thing. I think a lot of us are here for that, and the gaming side of things, aren't we? We're here for the tech, here for what's next. So yeah, pretty excited. Parasite says, oh hold on, sorry. Mike GC, is Quest 3 not out for... If Quest 3 is not out for a long time, there is a chance for a new chip. Exactly. Nathan, GTA San Andreas VR news today. Let's hope so. A lot of people are asking about that. They were mentioning it last night on the VR Crewcast. Garen Exis, what do you think about Bone Lab? Without having to go into too much detail, I've done a full review on the channel if you want to check it out. That's already there. Not looking forward to having to buy a new camera. I think I've realised the camera is at fault, which is a shame. But that's why everything looks a bit softer today. With my old, what is that, a C390 or something. Hopefully no more disappointments. Just be realistic, dude. Like, what am I thinking is going to happen today? I think we're going to, it's going to be very Cambria focused, first of all, maybe. I think it's going to be about games, hopefully. But it's hard to say that as well because of, we have the Meta Gaming Showcase, don't we? The Quest Gaming Showcase. And then I think it's going to be a load of other stuff. You know what I mean? A load of stuff about whatever. Personally. About Meta and about Portal. And about business. And that's when, I mean, I might even cut it off by then. I might be like, oh no, man. Not really interested now. Molly, how you doing? Oi, oi. How did the trip to the vets go? Hope it went well. Drogu, you are a Meta Quest ambassador, so you probably have a Quest Pro already. I'm a Meta ambassador, yes, but don't ever let that fool you that I always speak my mind. So don't you worry about that, mate. Yeah. Beardo, want some company, big man? I haven't really got it all set up at the moment, and it's got. I think it's going to start soon. Oh man, I thought when we spoke about it earlier, you said you was going to the vets. Obviously, next time, let me know. We could have done what we done last time. Snowtoad said it to me earlier, and I was like, yeah, we would do that, obviously, but get that bearded rascal in here. I'd love him to. Can I? Do you? Bosh. Oh, but it means like moving windows around. Vets was cheaper this week. This week? Is something going on? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a weekly thing. Yeah, Nathan, I'm not sure. Well, basically, we spoke about it the other day. And I was of the mindset I wasn't going to stream it. or I'd have put this up a week ago. Like, I had it in my mind a week ago. I was going to do this stream. And then when I started seeing the keynotes, I was a bit like, I don't know, dude. Do I really want however many people are going to be here today sitting here watching something that could be potentially very boring, you know? So me and Benjo talked about it, and I was like, I think it was like 2 days ago, and I said, nah, man, I'm probably going to leave it. Hello, Sonny, how you doing? And then hire a carpenter to move those windows around. And then, yeah, I mentioned in the crewcast I might not do it, yeah. And literally, like, this morning, I think it was Snowtoad mentioned it to me, and I was just like, what am I doing today? I can get everything else sorted in that time. Oh, what's happening? What happened there? Well, I just saw something move, but maybe not. And yeah, that was it. I just thought, you know what? Okay, let's do it. Who called him Banjo? Did I call him Beardo or Benjo? I thought I could just call him Benjo. Boy Brown, how's it doing, man? You're not drinking already, are you? It's pretty early still. Mike GC. If I get him in, how can I do this? I haven't got the window set up. I just haven't got this screen, that screen. I just haven't got it set up yet. Why didn't you say earlier, you nutter? You should have told me earlier. How long does it go on for? That is the question. I reckon. You should let us all in. Do you know what? I could do that on Discord, on Zoom. That's what we do with the crewcast. I think you can have 100 people. Don't cause me trouble. I don't need trouble. I just can't wait to do some horror streams. That's what we're planning to do, by the way. I don't think we're doing... I think we're going to do horror streams. I think we're going to do videos, but I think we're going to try and do some horror streams this month. So dual streams at the same time, you know? That could be good fun. Just me and him, like, having a go at Phasmophobia. Two co-op Phasmophobia. Like, that game scares me now. Just thinking about doing it makes me a bit funny. Is that your music or Meta's? It's my music, dude. Meta's music's like some emotional, I don't know, uplifting, arty stuff. I think that's what's happening. Beery. Beery? Oh, Beer Arrow, mate. I just realised who that is. Where's my freebies? Oh, he's a guy I used to work with. Brezil, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Parasite, totally off topic. Anyone seen the new Hellraiser reboot? I sent the trailer to Benjo the other day. It looked really cool. What did you think about it? I thought it looked pretty good. But yeah, so everyone wants GTA San Andreas. I haven't heard any other games mentioned apart from Ghostbusters and GTA. And I'm trying to think of what Quest games are on the horizon. I don't know. Do you know what? We might get some new games today. That'd be pretty cool. Welsh Gamer. Do you know what? He says, a few of us did Devour, better than all other co-op games for horror scares. We played Devour. I think it was me, Dr. Greg, Benjo, and someone else. I absolutely loved it, dude. Like, it felt like a real, like, story game. Like, I mean, like a narrative. As in Phasmo, I just feel like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. You know, you're waiting around to get so frightened. Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh, that, mate. I wonder if he's going to do anything like... I wonder if he's picked up on that. And he's been like, do you know what we're going to do this year? I know Hubris for Quest next year. I'd love to see Wanderer. I don't know if you guys saw Wanderer on PCVR. I'd love to see that on Quest. That, I don't know if it could happen. That game was so amazing. So amazing. Nearly. Lord of the Rings VR. Do you know there's like a Lord of the Rings experience? And I did a video on it. It's about 12 minutes long. You come out of the wall and you fight White Walkers and you get surrounded. It's really cool, but it's so short. Drogu, I think we're going to get an announcement for Pico 5 today. I sincerely hope not. Like, let's just get through the Pico 4. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this bad boy first. This is a fingerprint magnet, by the way. Oh my god. Look at this thing. It looks so cool, but damn. I've hardly even bloody touched it today. In fact, I think all those prints got on it just by me picking it up by the top of it. They just seek it out. But that form, I love the look of this headset. I think it's gorgeous. I really like the design, and I love the controllers. These are slowly turning into like my favourite VR controllers. But if you want to see any of that stuff in a little bit more detail, I did an unboxing the other day. It looks like I've been kissing it. Well, you know, do love a bit of VR tech. We did the Asylum level. We've never done Asylum. We've done the very first level on Devour with the witch lady, and you had to like sacrifice the goats. That's crazy. Yeah. So in the unboxing video I did like a side-by-side of the Quest and that, and you'll see it's almost half, the actual headset's like half the size at the front. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Great Tantrum. Beery says need Titanfall. Titanfall in VR would be great. You can kind of play Titanfall in VR, but I didn't think it was a very good experience, personally. VJ Port says remove your fingerprints with pineapple juice. Can't you just use like a lint-free cloth? I'd imagine buying pineapple juice is quite an inexpensive way of doing it, but I'm not saying it won't work. Great Tantrum. I understand standalone VR, but isn't it kind of hurting AAA VR for PC? More games like Stormlands, Lone Echo, Asgard's Wrath would be nice. It would be nice if, well, it does. It would only hurt. Does it hurt it? It would only hurt it, I think, if these headsets weren't PCVR compatible. You know, if you bought a standalone, it didn't use Steam, then it would hurt. But the point is, once you buy that, these people have now got access to PCVR that they didn't have before. Personally, I'd find that such like a temptation. If I bought that headset and someone said to me, do you know, like, you can use that and play Half-Life Alyx? I'd be like, damn. Do you know? That's personally what happened to me. So yeah, no, I don't think it does. I does think it does hurt in the development of games, because there's not the return the standalone games potentially has. So yeah. Alakazam, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. Kid Zorro says the Pico reminds me of Wall-E. Wall-E. No worries, dude. Oh, we got the 10-minute countdown. Will do, Ben. We have got a 10-minute countdown. Should we flip over? It depends how annoying the music is. It might be more annoying than this. Let's have a look. Let's have a go. Let's have a listen. What's it doing? What do you guys? How do you feel? Do you feel emotionally driven by this stuff? What is this? What is this moving snow? Alakazam says, standalone not hurting anything. PC needs to step it up. I'm the icon. Sorry, mate. Always looking forward to Peaky Blinders and Hellsweeper. Cool. I've done a video on Hellsweeper very recently, but it was still like a demo build, you know, from Gamescom. Peaky Blinders, I was working at EGX and they were next door, so that's hopefully coming through soon and we can do a video on that. Where are we next? Gambit release date. Hopefully going to be featuring Gambit very soon. I think I was literally chatting to Xreal today. So I will message him back. So, shall we do this? Live chat are asking about your game. Every developer wants to hear that. Meta. I need to move myself out of the way. I think I'm like a bit too big. There we go. No one cares about my face. I'm surprised you guys don't join together for this. It was kind of like, I don't think anyone really knew we were doing it. I didn't know I was doing it, to be honest. As I said, it was only because Snowtoad messaged this morning. And I was a bit like, yeah, alright. I'll do it. There we go. That's better. More screen. That's what we need. Get my Twitter thing out of the way. This is it's so professional being here. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. You could be in so many other chats with screaming kids or something like that, but you chose to be here, and I thank you for it. I thank you for it. I'm very lucky. Where are we? This is to hypnotise us all to buy the Quest Pro. Everyone can see like little swirls in their eyes happening, like, oh. They are very good graphics. They are. I was watching them earlier. They are beautiful. It's like a sensory thing. Where are we? Glitch Fandango. Yeah, so Hellsweeper's coming. And it's going to be in co-op as well. It's a co-op game for Quest, which is pretty nice. Beery, no, I didn't play Peaky Blinders, dude. I know you did. I think there was 2 versions of the demo that were available. There was a press version and a demo booth version. VJ Port, I don't know if I can read that, mate. I'm not sure what that says. It's talking about anticlimax. Anticlimax. Yeah, yeah. Parasite Green, you did it. Oh, what have I missed? I don't know what I've missed there. Time to get your savings ready. Yeah, dude. Count your pennies. Endeavour One, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, man. Diego Darko's literally just slipped in the door. It's like Indiana Jones. You know the bit when the door's coming down? He slides underneath. The hat comes off. He's just made it. Thank you for joining us, dude. Good to see you. Garen X says, we could see an entirely new line of Oculus headsets. I mean, that's the thing. That could actually happen, couldn't it? I mean, today we could see the Cambria, and then potentially we could see some upcoming pictures or news about the next Quest. So we'll have to wait and see. Wake and Toast, how you doing, man? Good to see you. By the way, congratulations on how many views you had the other day concurrently, or whatever it was. Was it over 48 hours on the analytics tab? I think it's 48 hours, isn't it? You get. Let me just check. Pretty sure. To be honest, I found YouTube Studio always a little bit poisonous in some ways. Let's have a look. Yeah, dude. So I'm like 285,000, I think it is, or something. You were like 300, I think it was. I was saying, well over like close to 500,000 views. So congratulations. Like, that's awesome. It's really good, isn't it? And I see how much work you're putting in as well. So well done. Drogu, GT, are you going to start streaming again? I am. I want to make sure people want to be here. You know, if people want to be here, I'm thinking about making Wednesdays the definitive day for live streams. Wednesday nights. That'd be the multiplayer night anyway. That'd be the multiplayer night. Garen Exis, that was the Cambria that was leaked. THSVR, how are you doing, sir? Ultimate Snake, good to see you. VR Grid, how's it going? BMF VR, why are you legends in the chat? I thought you'd be doing your own thing today. What about using the Pro for productivity? That's the thing. I think that's what this headset's going to be all about. You know, a little bit of AR in there as well. Because we were speaking about it last night at the VR Crewcast about the future of VR. And the future of VR headsets will be VR and AR combined. That's where it's going to be, you know. That's where it's going to be. That's what I think's going to happen. What are we doing? I don't have Facebook. I know, it's lucky I do, or otherwise we couldn't watch this today. I think that's crazy. Why they're not putting this on YouTube as well is just insane. Thank you, Awakens host, man. Mad respect, dude. Thank you. We're all trying, man. We're all trying. Le Pedro, how's it going? You were first on the live stream earlier. Just crept in now. But thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. It really helps. D's in the chat. Let's go. It's Soul VR. How you doing? Bluebell, hello. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, I love it when I know so many of your names. It's so good. Toast and GT. Toast and GT. That sounds tasty. D, thank you ever so much. That's cool. Mysterion, I want to see a headset free AR. We can mount cameras behind screens. Mate, I think I've lost you. I've lost that. I don't know what they're saying. Proud Dog, how's it going? Substatica, thank you. Grown Up Gamer, good to see you. Proud Dog, I can remove that bloody comment at the top, which is a bit annoying. No one needs to see that now. Mate, I think I've lost. We're here, 122 people watching. Thank you ever so much. There we go. Doomsly's been a member for 20 months and he says, I still want your beard. Mate, I need it. I need it. I can't give it to anyone because I need it. Hey GT, did you get the bingo card from Sadly It's Bradley? No, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. If you could send that to me in Discord, I'd appreciate it. Also, congratulations. Who won it today? Oh, whoa, what's going on? How long? 44 seconds. 44 seconds! Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Congratulations to the Hairy Menace. He won $100 Oculus voucher this morning for being a channel member. Congratulations, dude. Thank you very much, Mysterion. He says, please remember to like and subscribe. No worries, dude. Take care, Awakened Host. Take care, man. Good to see you. Right, this is it. Eye on the icon. Giga Dad, let's go. Okay, my hype has gone up a bit. Let's hope so. Let's see what happens.
What comes next?
Get comfy.
It's a future that is beyond any one company, that will be made by all of us.
I believe when it's all meant to be. Lord knows we got some tricks up our sleeve. Magic, break me off. So come alive and step out of the dark. We got that magic. Special sauce. Now shine on, cause we're made from the stars. Are you ready? You got that magic. Oh yeah, you got it. You got that magic.
I'm expecting a lot of Horizons in this.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah. You got that magic. Now shine on, cause we're made from the stars.
Some lady at the seaside. No worries, man. Oh, I know why. Sorry, thank you. There you go. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. This looks like the place you can go after the show, maybe. Or maybe now. You might be able to go and watch Meta Connect in Horizons like this.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Connect. Last year, we shared our vision for the Metaverse, a future where you can be present together with the people you care about, where you can teleport into any experience from anywhere, where your devices just get out of the way and you can focus on the people you're with and the experiences you're having. I think that this is some of the most amazing technology of our generation. It's going to open up opportunities to build incredible things. We believe in this vision so deeply that we renamed our whole company after it. And we're in a moment now when a lot of the technologies that will power the metaverse are starting to take off. There are more people in VR than ever before, more creators building worlds, more developers building apps, more brands getting into virtual goods,
True.
and more companies getting into the metaverse. This is great to see. It's a sign that the future isn't so far away. I know a lot of you are excited about this future. You're already living it. Building new worlds, hanging out in VR, exploring what's possible. And we've been with you since the start. Look at what we've announced at Connect over the years. The first modern VR device. The first standalone headset.
I miss both of those
external
headsets, dude.
sensors.
I miss both of those
The
headsets.
first developers to make millions of dollars in revenue. The first hands in virtual reality. And today, we're gonna take another big step forward.
Ooh.
So this one is for you, the believers. The people who always thought that this was where technology should go, but who know that the future doesn't just happen. You have to build it with your bare hands. The people who'd rather be early than fashionably late. Well, we've got something to share with you today, and I think you're gonna be really excited. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the progress that we're seeing across the ecosystem. To do that, here's Boz, Meta's CTO and the head of Reality Labs. Hey, Boz.
Pretend you didn't see that.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little later. But first, let's talk about some
What
of the
did he
progress
have?
we're seeing
What did he
across the
have?
ecosystem.
Ah.
Now, Quest 2 is the first virtual reality device to go mainstream, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities for people to build.
Yeah, the ecosystem is growing nicely. About 1 in 3 apps in the Quest store are making revenues in the millions. 33 titles have made more than 10 million in gross revenue, and that's up from 22 just this February.
Wow.
And the number of apps making over $5 million has doubled since last year. This is what it looks like when a whole new platform takes off.
Yeah, and it shows that there's real demand for high-quality VR experiences.
Yeah, those experiences are gonna keep getting better with all the new things that we're announcing today. I mean, developers have been pushing the boundaries on Quest 2, using tools like hand tracking and presence platform.
Yeah, and the creativity that you're all bringing to this is pretty awesome. You know, as the platform grows, we're focused on making it even easier to develop for. And philosophically, we're focused on making the ecosystem more open.
Part of this means giving developers different options for reaching their audiences beyond the Quest store, so people can stream apps over link from PC or sideload them. Some of the best apps on Quest 2 today started in our App Lab, our open distribution channel. Great titles like Smash Drums, Ancient Dungeon, Puzzling Places, and more.
Nice.
Yeah, we expect that the opportunities here are just going to keep growing as more devices come on the market and more people get into VR. And we're going to keep pushing to make the next computing platform more open. Now, in terms of what people are actually building, beyond games, a lot of the most interesting work that we're seeing is around social experiences.
All the Zuck comments.
It's been a big change.
Thank you.
I mean, at first glance,
That's so good.
many people assume that virtual reality is a fundamentally single-player experience.
Boz is a
something that you
tank.
do on your own, kind of away from the rest of the world. But we've never looked at it that way. From the very beginning, a decade ago, when we first started on this journey, we believed it would be a great social platform. That's why we got into it.
Yeah, I mean, back when we started working on this, we believed that over time, social experiences would become the main way that people would use VR. And that's coming true. Today, the top apps in the Quest store are social metaverse apps. And this is pretty much the same thing that we've seen with every other computing platform. A lot of the most compelling use cases for new technology come when you build things that help people connect. And that's the whole reason why we're in this space.
Yeah, this has been the story of every computing platform we've seen so far. Whether that's email on desktop, instant messaging on laptops, or video calls on the phone. Every technology platform has brought great value to my life. But what I value most is the ways they keep me more connected with the people I care the most about.
And I think this will be especially true for VR and eventually AR because they deliver a deep feeling of presence, right? It's that sensation that you're actually with another person or in another place, and that's what's so powerful about this platform compared to everything else that's come before. Every other computing platform is built around apps, and now we have the chance to change that. For the first time, we can build technology centered around people and how we actually experience the world. That's because the metaverse is first person, right? You feel like you're in it, right? You should be able to teleport anywhere with the people you want to engage with and bring all your stuff with you. It should be less siloed than a traditional app model and fundamentally more about feeling present with other people.
Thanks for being
I
here,
have
guys.
Vishal here to
Thank
talk
you.
more about that.
All right, hey Vishal, why don't you guys take it from here?
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
See you, Mark.
See ya.
Hey, Vishal.
Hey, boss.
Hello.
Yeah, this social shift has been one of the biggest changes we've seen over the last couple of years. When Quest 2 first launched, the vast majority of time spent in VR was spent alone. Today, the majority of time spent is in multiplayer apps.
And the most popular apps on Quest are social.
You know it,
That's
Mike.
a huge deal. Apps like VR Chat have established these new places for people to spend time together in virtual reality,
Right.
and they're thriving.
That's right. And people are doing all sorts of things together. They're playing games, they're hanging out, they're learning new hobbies, they're showing up as avatars who represent who they are and maybe who they want to be. And there's so many new things you can do once you get beyond the limitations of the physical space that we live in. This social shift is happening everywhere.
YouTube VR is a great example. It's one of the most popular apps on the Meta Quest 2, and the YouTube team's working to make the experience even more social.
Oh.
So in the future, when you're together with friends in Horizon Home, you'll be able to watch and share YouTube videos just like you might do together in the physical world. Watch videos together, share content from your favorite creators, or experience something completely new, like a underwater manta ray adventure off a private island in Southeast Asia. And when you look at where the internet is going,
very
there's this
specific.
big move towards creation and shared experiences. And we're seeing the same impulse to build and explore together in VR.
Absolutely. Some of the best experiences in Horizon Worlds right now are hanging out with your friends in Nope's Haywood Ranch or recording a podcast on Rooftop 42. There are worlds to celebrate the Lunar New Year, to make music together, worlds to roast marshmallows in, or just to get a party started. We're seeing all sorts of people build worlds like these, from first-time creators to world-class entertainers. And today, we're announcing a multi-year collaboration to bring NBC Universal's iconic content to life through experiences in the metaverse.
That means nothing to me.
Starting next year, Meta and NBCU will co-create experiences around The Office, Universal Monsters,
Oh,
DreamWorks,
okay.
Blumhouse, Halloween Horror Nights, and so much more. Fans will be able to engage in these experiences in Horizon Worlds, at Universal Studios theme parks, and customize their avatars. Last but not least, the Peacock app is coming to Quest.
Need to make some notes. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be hyped about that.
There are so many
but
worlds
we'll
out
see.
there to see, more than we could ever show at an event like this. But what's more important is what's in those worlds, and the feeling you get when you're with other people. That's why we're so excited about building out Horizon Worlds as a next-generation social platform, where the connection happens in real time.
It always comes back to wanting to feel connected. And if we really want the metaverse to feel social, we need to open these worlds and experiences to everyone. They
That's another
can't be
thing,
limited
Thomas.
To VR.
Is it going to be only in the
The
USA
metaverse
again?
should be accessible across all kinds of screens and devices, and you should be able to jump in and join your friends from anywhere.
That's why we're developing Horizon Worlds on the web, so that you can access it from a computer or any mobile device.
Around
if you're
the
watching
world?
a comedy show, for example, you can send the link to your friends and they can join without a headset, no matter where they are. It's just more fun when the gang's all together. Making these virtual worlds accessible through any device takes their ability to connect people to another level.
This is going to be the first way a lot of people around the world experience a virtual world.
For sure. And while the web doesn't give the full VR experience, it opens it to an entirely new population of developers, creators, and people.
Absolutely. We want everyone to be able to have the most immersive experience, but it's going to be a while before there are enough headsets out there. So this will be a huge step for helping people
I thought that,
experience
Ham.
themselves.
I thought they weren't looking at each
Especially when we
other,
think about creators.
personally.
For people and businesses building virtual worlds, this means your potential audience will become so much bigger. Right now, there's a growing metaverse economy that only VR users can access. That's about to change.
And when you see something amazing in a virtual world, you'll also be able to capture and share it, just like you would if you were in the physical world.
Yeah, this is actually a place where Meta's apps are going to play a huge role. We have these deep ecosystems for creators to connect with audiences and share their work. And virtual worlds will become just another place where great content can be made. We're now testing a way for you to take a video in Horizon Worlds and easily share it straight to Instagram as a reel. This will be one of the very early connections between Meta's apps and Horizon Worlds.
Look at those views
and
they
there'll
get.
be a lot more to come.
They're good.
We're also connecting some of the best creators on Instagram with some great builders in Horizon Worlds to see what kinds of things they can make together. So keep your eyes on the feed for that.
Thank you ever so much,
People can
Rezul.
experience
Thank you,
these virtual
dude.
spaces are evolving fast. But the tools you need to actually build them also matter.
Thank you, man.
So we've got some great news for creators here too.
Thank you.
This is another big expansion in what's possible. It used to be that you had to build everything in headset. And now we're seeing some incredible worlds being built by everyday users outside of VR in Creta, a game and world building platform available on Facebook.
We're expanding the creative toolkit beyond VR too. You'll be able to use TypeScript, a powerful scripting language, to make more dynamic and interactive worlds. And we're making it so you'll be able to import tri-mesh items into Horizon Worlds and build parts of your world using 3D content creation tools like Maya, Blender, and Adobe Substance 3D.
Jackie, you got to hang
These
on.
are high-quality tools that
Hang in there.
professionals use to build in 3D. And one of the main benefits of supporting them is the graphics quality they produce. Now, it will take a while to integrate all of these tools, but the result will be things looking a whole lot better.
This is one of the most important pieces. We started with simple graphics, and we're doing a ton of work to meaningfully improve how Horizon will look and feel over the next year. The Metaverse needs to feel inspiring.
There's some really awesome stuff coming here. We're working with Epic Games to bring Creative Commons licensed content from the Sketchfab library to Horizon Worlds.
That's pretty cool.
Our ultimate goal is for the Metaverse to feel just like any other social experience.
Let's do it, Nathan.
Big
I'm up
or
for it.
small. So the virtual spaces you build and share don't always need to be huge worlds that are open to everyone. And one thing we're thinking about a lot is your home in the Metaverse.
Right. There are public spaces for everyone.
Not gonna lie,
Just as
I don't mind
important to
Horizons.
Think about the personal
I've been in there a
spaces
few
that
times.
are yours. Your home in the Metaverse should be accessible no matter what device you're using. And it should be a social space where you can invite your friends no matter what devices they're using. And you should feel the same level of comfort and ownership as you do in your home in the physical world.
That's right, and this means that nobody should enter without your permission. You're in control of who stays and leaves, and what's said in these spaces is personal. But you can also share them if you want. Here's what this personal space looks like right now. So ideally, it's like the physical world. Your personal space is where you should feel most like you.
This is all great stuff. Thanks, Vishal. And I can't wait to see what's next. The social platform of VR is still taking shape. At the other end of the spectrum, you have probably the most established part of the ecosystem, gaming. So let's talk more about all the incredible things happening in that space.
Yes!
Here's Melissa Brown,
Right.
our head of developer relations. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Boz.
Hello, Melissa.
And hi to everyone joining us for Connect. This part of the VR ecosystem is truly thriving. It feels like every week developers ship another amazing game for Quest 2. Titles like Little Cities, Golf Plus, or Red Matter 2, which look beautiful and are so much fun to play.
Red Matter 2
If
is
you want an
stunning.
example of just how fast this platform is growing, take a look at The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners from Skydance Interactive. It's now surpassed $50 million in revenue on Quest alone, nearly
Wow.
double its revenue from all other platforms.
Wow.
Or look at Zenith The Last City from Ramen VR. It took only 24 hours for it to make its first million in revenue on the Quest store. And Resident Evil 4 from Capcom and Armature Studios made 2 million its
Resi
first
4, dude.
day. Blade
What a
and
blessing.
Sorcery
Love
Nomad
it.
from Warp Frog made its first million in just 2 days. A number of other devs have also done so in as little as 3 days.
That's amazing.
This kind of velocity is why I'm so optimistic about the future for VR developers. To date, $1.5 billion has been spent on games and apps in the Quest store. And it's hard to believe when you see what's already dropped this year, but there's so many more still to come. And today we're going to share a few of them with you. What are you most excited about?
Welcome,
Melissa?
John Riggs.
How about we start with a trailer from the latest team to join Oculus Studios?
Oh. Oh, okay. Camouflage. They're the guys who made Iron Man.
Why'd you stop selling weapons?
What?
You can't change the past.
I want to change the world.
Iron Man's coming to Quest.
All systems back online.
Look alive out there, Stark.
That's amazing. That game's sick. That game is sick.
Needs Iron Man.
Fuck, dude. That game is bloody good as well, and it's not long.
Marvel's
Oh,
Iron Man VR has
fantastic.
been one of those dream projects for us. We've been fans since it launched, and we could not be more excited for the talented team.
That is
at
so
Camouflage and
good.
Endeavor One to bring the game to MetaQuest 2 this November, along with our partners at Sony Interactive Entertainment and Marvel Entertainment. Next is the multiplayer phenomenon.
I bet some cash went around for that one.
Which is evolving in a big way this December.
Oh.
With the debut of Population 1 Sandbox.
Oh, shit.
A robust, user-generated map creator. You can take the action anywhere, limited only by your imagination. A moon base, a Viking village, or a fight with swords in zero-G. If you're not a creator, no worries. You can discover and play through new or featured community maps with your friends.
That is sick.
The team at Big Box VR is excited to bring endless replayability to Population 1.
That looks awesome. I'm pumped for the next title, though.
Yes,
dude.
calling all crewmates. You know you've been waiting for an Among Us
Yes.
VR release date ever since it was announced at the Game Awards. Well, wait no longer. Inner Sloth, Robot Teddy, and Shell Games will release Among Us VR for ages 13 plus on MetaQuest 2 on November 10th. And pre-orders open today.
Wow.
So you'll be
How
trading
much?
from a first-person perspective.
How much? Damn, but November's going to be busy. It still says coming soon.
This next title is also fun, but in
Damn,
a more
bro.
terrifying way. It's time to check the itinerary for our upcoming trip to New Orleans.
Now, we promised folks the next installment in the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners series would be out later this year.
Let's take a look at Skydance Interactive's Chapter 2, Retribution.
Dude, I've played this game.
Well, look at you, tourists.
Oh, man.
The living getting more desperate. Guess you ain't the only one who thrives on creating havoc.
That chainsaw, dude. Among Us is $7.99.
Gonna take nothing short of a miracle to survive what's coming. Wherever the tourist goes,
Release date?
ain't far behind.
Dude, I'm telling you, November and December is going to be sick. Oh my God.
2 years in the making, and new faces, places, weapons, gear, and loot await you as you head towards a final showdown that will decide the fate of New Orleans.
All right, and we have one more to show, right?
Right, our friends at Skydance have also been working on something new.
Oh.
Here is your first sneak peek.
Literally can't help but be hyped because it's come from them. Already excited. Behemoth.
This is only possible because of the developers on this journey with us.
Damn, bro.
It's a testament to the things that you've built and the people you've delighted and inspired with your work. You continue to push the boundaries of what's possible time and again, and you show us that there's a lot more ground to break. When we launched the original Quest in 2019, we could not have imagined that just a few years later, we'd have games like Red Matter 2 and Medal of Honor Above and Beyond running on a mobile chipset.
Wow.
But you've made it happen. The pass-through modes and apps showed us the early promise of mixed reality. And we're so excited to see how you will revolutionize this space the way that you did with VR.
Totally. And the best experiences also incorporate some kind of unique movement, which brings a really different dimension compared to our other gaming platforms.
That's so good. He's on a bike while working. That's crazy.
That's been the key to fitness apps, which have turned out to be some of the best experiences you can have in virtual
No
reality.
GTA.
Developers have hit on the winning combination.
Well, that shut me up.
And the virtual immersion of a headset to make something completely new.
Jakku,
People love it.
I'm so pleased we got at least that. You know? I'm so pleased we got those games.
Come on, it's that leg.
But no GTA. Still getting trailers though. Kid Zorro, thank you for joining. Thank you ever so much. Captain Chrissy, how's it going?
Return to Quest 2 for fitness every month. And VR fitness apps can be just as intense as a regular workout. They're great for when you can't get outside or want to get in a quick session in between activities. Some of the stories coming out of the fitness community are just awesome. One of my favorites is Linda, a grandmother of 7.
When my son came home with
Oni K's was it was called Behemoth.
I fell in love with it the moment I put the
Don't know anything about it, dude.
When I first opened the app for Supernatural, the scenery is just so beautiful.
Does anyone here play like
We were
Supernatural?
moving to the music. I was having fun. I was hooked.
Dodging those lasers and feeling good.
Moving with a purpose gave me purpose to move.
Deliberate fitness apps enjoy remarkable retention.
Thank you, Captain
Because they're
Chrissy.
fun, and you have the support of real communities out there, cheering each other on.
There are a lot of VR titles that bring the burn, such as Les Mills Body Combat, FitXR, and Supernatural. And they're always getting better, bringing on new instructors.
Mysterion, yeah, I just posted him today.
Speaking of which, at the end of this month, Supernatural is launching knee strikes to better activate your core and work your lower body.
That's pretty cool. The fact he's tracking your legs is pretty
People
cool.
are going to be pumped for that one. Now we've got one more fitness experience that's making the move from App Lab. Get your jump shot ready because Gym Class is coming to the Quest store later this fall.
Let's do this.
Iron Man is such a great game. So good, dude, honestly. The opening level of that game is sick.
Let's go! I'm open!
So sick.
Shoot!
Let's go. Let's run it back.
Oni K is exactly that,
Jump
dude.
shot is most definitely not ready, but I can't wait to try. In fact, I think I've tried pretty much every fitness app out there. And one thing you learn is that when you work out in VR, you're going to work up a sweat.
So Magma, they've basically shown some clips recently on Twitter that the Quest 2 can track your not on your entire body. So I'm assuming it's going to be using that tech, you know.
October 25th. This is our fitness accessory bundle with a wipeable facial interface.
I'll share it to the Discord.
And adjustable knuckle straps to provide the perfect
I'll share it to the Discord later.
of comfort and control.
People have also been building some really neat fitness accessories for Quest, like extension grips and custom handles. It's great to see this secondary market emerging. And this is just the beginning. As part of the Made for Meta program, formerly Oculus Ready, we're working with leading hardware makers to bring more accessories to Quest.
And we still got Quest Pro coming.
There's more we can do to unlock
Hang on.
the power of the platform
Hang
for
on.
fitness overall. This year, we shipped one of the features a lot of you were asking for: fitness tracking on the MetaQuest companion app and the health app on iOS.
We've seen how important these kinds of foundations are for developers. And we know fitness is a space with a ton of opportunity right now. So this fall, we're releasing the Fitness API Beta for select developers. It lets people share real-time fitness data and unlock things like custom stats or new levels based on the progress that they're making.
And in case you're the kind of person who needs some external motivation, next year we're also releasing a new way to share your fitness progress with selected friends, so they can support you along the way.
That's sweet.
Cool.
Do you think real VR fishing counts as an upper body workout?
Yeah, good luck with that. But it's so exciting to watch fitness find its footing on Quest. When you can tie physical interaction and digital objects together, the possibilities are really endless. They extend way beyond fitness. This is only the first step.
It sure is. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks, Boz.
Thanks,
As you've
Melissa.
seen so far,
Thanks,
You
Boz.
can have a lot of fun
Thanks,
in VR.
GT.
You can hang out
Thanks,
with friends,
everyone.
do a workout,
Thank you, thank you.
play a game. Sometimes you can do all three at once. But you can also get work done.
Dude, I've turned the volume up.
And while games, social, and fitness are already here,
If you're loving it.
work is really the next major category of experiences that we want to unlock to bring VR to the next level.
It's going to be a workrooms thing. It's all about
And if we're
workrooms.
talking about work, well, let's get my boss back in the picture. Hey, Mark.
Hey, you know, the potential here is pretty huge. You know, like a lot of companies, we're planning for a future where work is more distributed. But as in-person work ramps up, we want everyone to have the ability to feel like they're present, even if they're not physically
I think
there.
so, on
And
EKs.
there are
I
definitely
think
things
so.
that can
Not
improve the
sure.
way that distributed teams actually work together.
I mean, no doubt. There are parts of being around other people that you just can't replace with video calls. It's true for hanging out with friends, too. And it's true for work.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling of presence that you get from VR, even today, can already be better than video chat. The clearest benefit is for communication itself, but it's also great for creative work that's best done in a shared space. Companies are already discovering that VR is uniquely good.
All jokes aside, Workrooms
I mean, it's
is
amazing
also
what's already
brilliant.
being done.
I did a video on it. I loved it.
Companies are using
I thought it was
VR
going to be
to
rubbish,
plan
but it's not.
large-scale
It's
in-person
really good.
events. At Logitech, they used Shapes XR, a collaborative creation app on Quest, to quickly explore different kinds of layouts and different designs together in real time.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is where VR just lets you do things that aren't even possible on a 2D screen.
It's a whole new kind of
Captain
creative
Christie,
flow.
I'm absolutely buzzed for
Puma and New
PSVR
Balance
2,
have
but
been
at the
designing
moment,
shoes in VR
I'm
using
just thinking about this.
Sketch, one of my favorite 3D design apps on Quest 2. Novartis uses Nanome, a VR molecular design and collaboration app in their drug discovery workflow. And ITC, a part of the United Nations, are running trainings and workshops in Arthur, a virtual office space on Quest 2.
Yeah, you can really collaborate at a distance in
John
a
Hain.
completely new way here. And there's a lot more that we can do to unlock this for teams across all kinds of industries. We build Horizon Workrooms as a first step towards a virtual office in the metaverse. You know, it feels more like being there than any video call. You see more of people's body language, and the spatial audio gives you a sense of each person's place in the room. And you can have side conversations with the people sitting next to you or gesture without physically being there together. It's hard to fully wrap your head around this until you get to experience it.
We've been holding a bunch of our team meetings in Workrooms over the last year, and it's amazing how much better it can be. There's just something magical about creating that feeling of being around people.
There is.
Once you've experienced
Ham,
it,
the Vario
you know
was
So
crazy.
we're continuing to improve
Crazy.
the Workrooms experience, and starting early next
Eye
year,
tracking is
you're gonna be able
brilliant.
to join Workrooms through Zoom too. We're also introducing breakout groups, so your team can shift from a big group presentation into smaller discussions. in
That
the
was
same room.
$12,000 that
And
headset.
with sticky notes for whiteboarding, you're going to be able to have group discussions and brainstorm in ways that you just can't do on video alone. We're also working on a new feature to import and review 3D models in a workroom, which is going to be really helpful for design and architecture and all kinds of other creative work.
We want this to be more than virtual meeting rooms. It's about the beginning of a virtual office in the metaverse. And that's why we're launching your personal office in Workrooms today.
So this is where you can focus and get things done. One of the best things about VR is that you can create environments that go beyond what's possible in the physical world. And of course, that goes for productivity setups too. So you have instant access to your perfect workspace that's set up just how
Boy
you
Brown,
want,
yeah.
no matter where you are.
So you
Crazy.
may only have a 13-inch laptop in your physical space, but in your virtual office, you can line up 3 huge monitors. This is great at home or at work, and even better when you're traveling. Eventually, we think your Quest could be the only monitor that you'll actually need.
That'll be awesome. You know, we're still early in the shift to working in the metaverse, but the way people can collaborate in workrooms shows that there's an opportunity for a VR headset designed from the ground up to be great for work, as well as playing games and hanging out. All right, Boz, I think it's time. What do you think?
Oh, it's definitely time.
Oh,
Take
it's
it from here, Mark.
time.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So this is an important moment. Virtual reality isn't some obscure hobby anymore. Millions of people use it to play games, work out, collaborate, or just have fun. Everyone from the newest indie developers to the most established tech companies are getting into this space. But for virtual reality to really reach its full potential, we need to get to the point where the 200 million people who buy new PCs each year for work can do some or all of their work even better in the metaverse. At Meta, we're focused on building the fundamental technology that will help bring the metaverse to life, whether that's in virtual reality, augmented reality, or the social presence layer across both. What if you could collaborate with colleagues as if you were right there together, even if you were far apart? What if you had that perfect work setup and tools to design new things integrated right into the world around you? What if you could overlay your work
No, thank you,
with people you're
Shane.
interacting with
Tarzan
right on
2.
top of the physical world?
No.
This device would help you be more present, more productive, more you. So to deliver this, you'd need better quality graphics and tech that seamlessly works in both virtual and physical worlds. So you can interact with people around you, be fully immersed when you want, and flow between states effortlessly.
Here it comes.
You need something comfortable with much richer ways to communicate.
Pro time.
Technology that lets you do things that aren't possible with a laptop and go far beyond what you can do on a phone. And you'd need to be able to really express yourself.
It's in the case.
React to things naturally, show up in a way that feels authentic to you.
It's in the case.
I think that this is one of the most exciting technical challenges of our generation. building technology to deliver that feeling of really being present with people, really being in another place. So we've taken everything we've learned from Quest 2 and designed an all-new headset to do just that. This is Meta Quest Pro.
Oh, she looks gorgeous, man. God, Alex. It's quite a banging trailer. It's the price, man. What's it coming in at?
Quest Pro is the first in our new line of advanced headsets, built to expand what's possible in VR. It takes what people love about Quest 2 and adds a bunch of new technologies to help you do more in the metaverse. It's made for collaboration and creativity. It delivers more expression and a deeper feeling of connection than any other technology. With mixed reality built in, it lets you do things that just haven't even been possible before. It's all in a beautiful design that's comfortable to wear. So whether you're looking to work in a new way, or if you just want the very best experience that's available today, Quest Pro sets the standard. So to get into the details, let's check in with Angela Chang, who leads our Quest product team. And since this is a big day,
the controllers look
let's go
amazing.
somewhere a bit special.
What, where are we going? Inside Mark's brain? Oh no.
This is the new Quest Pro home environment. When you put on your headset for the first time, this is where you'll be. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Mark.
All right, you finally get to show everyone what was in that briefcase at last year's Connect.
Finally, I'm so thrilled we get to bring Quest Pro to everyone. We have completely reimagined the VR headset as a powerful device for productivity, creative work, and multitasking. Quest Pro is our sleekest form factor yet, with a super thin set of lenses at the front and our first ever curved cell battery at the back to give it a perfect balance.
Yeah, it feels great from the moment that you put it on.
Right. We wanted to ensure a seamless transition from the physical world to the virtual. So our new headset design with its open periphery lets you see the physical room you're in. You can quickly jot down a note, grab something on your desk, or just be aware of what's happening around you. But you can also use Quest Pro's magnetic light blockers for a more immersive experience whenever you like.
We've also redesigned the whole optical stack to make it better than anything we've shipped before. The new pancake lenses work by folding light over several times and let us make the display 40% thinner compared to Quest 2.
The new lenses aren't just thinner, they also put more pixels in the center, giving you sharper, clearer visuals, which makes reading text a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and the LCD displays have 37% more pixels per inch than Quest 2. And thanks to our new local dimming technology,
wow,
75% more contrast.
That's pretty cool.
With richer and more vibrant colors that just make VR even more engaging. This is also our first device to use the new Snapdragon XR2 Plus processor that we worked on with Qualcomm. It's optimized for VR, so Quest Pro runs at 50% more power with better thermal dissipation, which gets a significantly better performance. And this is the first new chip from our deep partnership with Qualcomm.
And don't forget, the touch controllers are also new.
Yeah, they look
the
sick,
controllers are now basically their own computers, which is a bit ridiculous. We've re-engineered them to track themselves and also work a bit more like extensions of your hands.
Yeah, the new sensors track their position in 3D space all on their own without using the headset, so you can get a full 360-degree range of motion. And they include our new True Touch haptics, which give a wider
How
and more precise
much
range
is one of them to
effects.
replace?
When you pick them up, they also feel a lot more
God damn.
balanced and natural in your hands without that LED ring.
You can even add a stylus tip on the controllers, turning them into tools for writing or sketching. You can try this on the whiteboard in your workroom.
That's really cool.
Or just flip them around and write directly against your own physical desk.
Yeah, it's a good example of how this device unlocks entirely new things, like much better collaborative and creative virtual meetings.
Speaking of meetings, we also thought a lot about how to help you keep the headset charged and ready to go the moment you get an
This is
incoming
pure.
call
This is
or
definitely
just wanna
business
get something
based.
done. So we're including
Definitely,
an all-new
100%.
charging dock that fits great on your workspace and keeps both the headset and controllers charged at the
But
same
could it
time.
also be a very cool gaming headset?
Another key technology for enabling collaborative meetings
How much?
virtually is mixed reality, where we have to account for both the physical and digital elements in the environment.
Yeah, being able to blend the world around you with the virtual world and bring all the creative and expressive power of digital to your physical surroundings, this is a big step forward. Mixed reality is going to power some of the most interesting experiences you can have with Quest Pro. It's the next major step for VR and an important milestone on the path to building the metaverse.
We began the journey to mixed reality when we released Presence Platform, our family of AI-powered tools that help developers build VR experiences that incorporate the physical world.
We built mixed reality into our SDKs for Quest 2 to make it easy for developers to start experimenting. But these experiences are so compelling that you really want a device that's designed from the ground up.
Exactly, John. Yeah, they're not going on about games.
Absolutely. Quest Pro uses high-resolution cameras
That's
that
just
capture 4
people have
times
hyped
as many
themselves,
pixels
you know,
as
for
Quest
something
2.
new. So
And an additional
but you
RGB
can play
camera
games on
to
it.
turn pass-through into full color, along with a depth system made to understand your environment and work with it.
Yeah, you can see the people around you, and with scene understanding and anchoring,
It's very
objects in your room can become part of the virtual experience. This is going to unlock some really interesting new uses. And this is just the beginning for mixed reality. As more developers explore the capabilities in Presence Platform, you're going to see entirely new categories of things getting built.
Definitely. Another big part of Quest Pro is how much more expressive you can be. You can see here how people's avatars reflect their expressions and reactions. This makes your shared social experiences so much stronger. It's powered by our Movement SDK, our newest addition to Presence Platform.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm really hungry.
Movement SDK enables avatars to mimic expressions in real time using Quest Pro's inward-facing cameras.
And this is really important for that feeling of social
That's
presence.
you got to remember. This stuff
When we
is like
communicate, all our non-verbal
extras for other
expressions and
headsets.
Gestures are often even more important than what we say, and the way we connect virtually needs to reflect that too. Just think about all the little things you pick up when you're with other people, like the moment that they begin to break into a smile, or when they raise their eyebrow as someone says something interesting. Your avatar should be able to express all of that and more.
Today, our avatars rely on spatial audio and immersive graphics to help create a sense of social presence. But facial expressions and body language will be total game changers for remote meetings and virtual performances in the metaverse. This is another reason why Quest Pro is a big step forward for communication, including for work. More people work in distributed teams now, and being able to share a space with your coworkers and feel like you're really together is something that's still missing.
Yeah.
We spoke a bit before about how Workrooms on Quest 2 is already unique for virtual meetings.
UK
It's going
price
to be even more powerful when people's avatars can show more of
$1,499.
their facial expressions and body language.
Yeah, one of the challenges for distributed work is how to bring people together to interact in a shared space. If a few people are in a conference room and a few more are dialing in, the experience is just never
That's
really
$1,669.
So we're building a better way, using everything Quest Pro brings to the table, and we call it Magic Room. It lets you meet in mixed reality and share the same space. You can use a whiteboard, bring in 3D objects. Everyone is present and has the same tools.
John
whether
Riggs,
they're
yeah,
in
exactly
VR
that.
Or in mixed
There's that as well,
reality.
man.
We think that this will help hybrid teams collaborate, and we're hoping to ship this next year. Now, these are just some of the things that are going to be possible with Quest Pro.
Yeah.
This is a high-end device designed for work and for people who want the best experience that we can build today. We're really excited to get this into your hands, and it's available for pre-order starting today for $14.99, and it ships on October 25th. Now, we built Quest Pro to be the best device we could make for getting things done. And our hope is to use this product to introduce some of this new technology so that we can get...
Well, Fraser says, as I've been saying, it's not for us. And it's not for gamers, you know?
...way of working in the metaverse. This will go beyond VR.
But I reckon it's going to be amazing if you did get it for gaming, you know?
You should be able to collaborate and feel present with anyone no matter where they are or what device they're using.
We've updated Workrooms, so you can join a virtual office from whatever supported device you're on and still get some of that feeling of social presence in the shared space. It's also going to work with Meta's other main work products, Workplace and Portal, to create a unified digital office we think can make distributed work so much better.
And we're not the only ones who are optimistic about the future of work in the metaverse. Over the last year, we've been working with dozens of partners to create new experiences for people who are looking to get things done in VR and beyond.
At Connect last year, we spoke about potential for creative people to work in true 3D. And next year, we're going to have a great option for that. Autodesk is updating their collaborative design review app to take advantage of the new possibilities.
I reckon you're going to see like a mixture of things on Twitter at the moment. People like going, oh, that's really, really expensive. And then it's going to be released, or people have already got it, and they're going to be using it for business, and they're going to be like tweeting how amazing it is. That's what I think is going to happen, and everyone else just move on and wait for the next quest, you know? The gamers.
That I want to highlight today.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Really important to the future of the metaverse.
Yeah, I know you've got a special guest lined up to talk about this one, so I'll leave you to it. Have fun.
All right, yeah, I'm excited for this. Thanks, Angela. Microsoft has been
They'll thank each other.
Work in computing since the earliest days, and they're one of the many companies across our industry that are now building the future of the metaverse. And as Quest Pro makes new kinds of work possible in VR, I'm really excited to be able to work with them. So to talk more about this, I'm here with Microsoft's chairman and CEO, Satya Nadella.
I'm not twerking on stream.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here with you, and congrats on the Meta Quest Pro.
Thanks.
I'm glad you want to see me twerk.
Share this with the world.
Thank you.
Now, we knew early on that we wanted this to be a great device for getting work done. And working with Microsoft is a big part of making that happen. Do you want to share a little bit more about what we're working on together?
Sure. I mean, as you said, at Microsoft, we're incredibly excited about the metaverse and how digital and physical worlds are coming together and transforming everything from telehealth to remote maintenance to gaming, and of course, the way we do work. We're taking an approach to ensure that our software can benefit users on all their favorite devices. And that's why I'm so thrilled about what we're announcing today and how we're bringing together the power of many of our most popular tools with the new VR devices you're announcing.
Yeah, so the main reason that we're in this space is that we think that VR can be very powerful for social connection. And with the Quest Pro, we want to bring more of that into the work context as well, where Microsoft already has some incredibly successful products in the market. So why don't we start there?
No, absolutely, Mark. Microsoft Teams is the most ubiquitous advanced platform for work today, and it's becoming essential.
Use Teams all the time.
Hundreds of millions of people meet, call, chat, collaborate, and do business. And so we're clearly going through a once-in-a-lifetime change in how we work, and every organization today is looking for new ways to reconnect, re-energize their workforce at home, in the office, and everywhere in between. And that's why we're bringing
Parasite
immersive meeting experience to MetaQuest in order to give people new
That's really cool.
with each other.
That's really cool,
Connect,
I think.
Share, collaborate as though you were together in person. And in the future, you'll be able to use other avatars, including meta avatars, in immersive experiences and Teams meetings too. Just think about how powerful whiteboarding or brainstorming or even Teams meetups can be in this space.
Another piece of this is that we're working on enabling Horizon workrooms for Teams. So people will be able to join a Teams meeting directly from workrooms. And we think that this kind of cross-device, cross-screen experience will be the foundation of the virtual office of the future. But this goes beyond Teams. Another big piece of your work platform is coming to Quest, right?
No, that's absolutely right. We've been thinking about how to bring the power of Microsoft 365.
We should do it. Do it, Riggs. We should do it, Riggs.
Spaces to really help drive productivity and enable you to create, communicate, and collaborate in completely new ways. So with Microsoft 365 coming to Quest, you'll be able to interact with sort of content from all your favorite productivity apps, right? Whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, giving you even more flexibility in how you collaborate and get work done. And with Windows 365 coming to Quest, you'll have a new way to securely stream the entire Windows experience, including all the personalized apps, content, settings to your VR device with the full power of Windows and Windows applications.
So this is going to be great.
And the blue screen of death.
Wants to build out their virtual office on Quest Pro. So you'll have a great Microsoft Teams experience through VR, a way to join Teams meetings and workrooms, and you'll have the whole Microsoft 365 suite available too. And for bigger companies who want to roll out VR devices to their employees, we've also got some great news.
Yes, absolutely. Being able to manage and secure all devices connecting to your network is absolutely crucial for any business. And that's just as true for a VR headset as it is for a smartphone or a laptop. Azure Active Directory and Microsoft Intune in combination will support MetaQuest and MetaQuest Pro. This means companies that want to provision these devices can be confident that all security and management options they expect from PCs and mobile devices will carry over to VR.
Now, there's one final aspect of our partnership that I want to talk about, and that's gaming.
That's absolutely right, Mark. I'm really excited about gaming. When you step back, one thing we have learned is how immersive experiences in gaming can help
What's going on?
real community and connection. In fact, many people are already playing our
What's
most
happening?
popular games like Flight Simulator and Minecraft in VR today. And with xCloud Gaming, you can stream hundreds of games to any device, allowing you to connect with gamers in all new ways, whether they're right next to you or sitting on the other side of the world. And we're partnering to bring the service to MetaQuest Store. You'll be able to play 2D games with your Xbox controller projected on a massive screen on Quest. It's early days, but we're excited for what's to come. Who knows, the next time we talk, maybe we'll be playing Flight Simulator together in VR.
I'm down for that. All right, thanks so much for joining us today, Satya, and thanks for the part.
That makes that pretty cool, because if you take your headset somewhere and you're traveling, you can still play your Xbox games without needing an Xbox. That's pretty good.
Begin deploying VR.
That's pretty cool.
Accenture has spent the past few years changing how they work. They've been rolling out new technologies like virtual reality.
Thank you, Mr. Lord Beavis. Thank you.
And they're helping
Thank you for
other
being part of the
businesses
community.
make this change too. In fact, they work with 3/4 of the companies in the Fortune Global 500, so they have a pretty big impact on how many businesses work. And now, Accenture's chair and CEO, Julie Sweet, is going to join me to talk more about what's coming next. Hey, Julie.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. Accenture is one of the world's biggest employers, and you've been growing rapidly over the last few years.
It's been a transformative period for us. We now have more than 700,000 people around the world. Even prior to the pandemic, we were probably the largest global company.
Hold my virtual desktop.
And we saw the potential for new technology to support the way we work. So in 2019, we started working with Microsoft to imagine a virtual space where our people could get together. Obviously, this became even more important in 2020. And since then, we've deployed 60,000 Quest 2 headsets. And we have transformed our onboarding process, welcoming over 150,000 people onto our virtual campus that we call the Nth Floor.
Nth
which
Floor.
we believe
Sounds
is
good.
the largest enterprise use of the metaverse. This provides a more dynamic immersion for our new team members, and our research shows a far more memorable one. People retain up to 1/3 more information when it's within an immersive experience.
Watching what you've been doing at your scale has been impressive. And we think that working in the metaverse will let you do things that aren't possible with distributed teams today. And bringing together hardware, software, and services is going to be the first step.
Absolutely, Mark. We believe that the metaverse will not only change how people work, it will also profoundly change every part of every business. Reinventing how you interact with customers, what products and services you offer, how you make and distribute them, and how you engage with your people, from employee onboarding and training to collaboration and personal productivity. And VR will play a huge role.
Yeah, VR has been especially useful for training, and that's going to get even better with mixed reality. And we're excited to work with you on more use cases and to talk about the next stage of our partnership.
We're excited too. After what we've learned, we know there's a huge opportunity for our clients. Now we'll be partnering with Meta and Microsoft to help businesses create new experiences in the metaverse at scale. This is a perfect trifecta. The advances in Meta's visionary hardware and software, coupled with the integration with Microsoft's market-leading technology and Accenture's unmatched expertise, bringing the best of tech to industry to create practical, real-world uses and unlock tangible value. This will be game-changing for scaling the metaverse in the enterprise. The future of work is starting now.
Yeah, we want our devices to be easy for companies of all sizes to buy, deploy, and use. Next year, we'll launch Quest for Business, which is currently in beta. It's a subscription bundle for Quest 2 and now Quest Pro that includes a suite of features like work accounts, device and application management, premium support, and more. Quest for Business will also unlock access to integrations like we just announced with Microsoft, as well as others in the future. It's going to be priced to suit the needs of different businesses, and we're going to be sharing more details over the coming months.
This is exactly what companies want and need to make the metaverse and VR for work a reality. As one of the largest users of Microsoft technologies and Quest 2 headsets for business, we've seen firsthand the impact on how they can change the way you do business. And we're looking forward to further integrating and shaping the many ways enterprises adopt them at scale.
I'm seeing people pre-order this Quest Pro already,
Very exciting
purely for working.
3 companies to bring the future to life
Purely for work,
enterprises, businesses,
which is awesome.
and our customers.
And this is just the start. This has the potential to accelerate the future of work for so many enterprises. Thanks so much for joining us, Julie.
Thank you. And thank you, Judy. Thank you, Mark. And thank you to Wormsworth for the $5 donation. You're the man, Wormsworth. Thank you.
The only everyone to be able to create things for the metaverse, not just professional developers. We're working on creator tools as well. Hundreds of thousands of creators already use Spark AR to build AR effects on Facebook and Instagram. They have years of experience
This stuff's
blending
gorgeous.
the physical and digital worlds, which is a core part of
Bitberry.
the metaverse. So starting today, we're giving creators the ability to build interactive 3D objects in Spark Studio and begin testing them in mixed reality with the Spark Player.
Cool.
With virtual worlds becoming accessible across all your devices, with Quest Pro bringing mixed reality to the world, and with the future of work emerging in the metaverse, we have a lot to build in the coming years. Now, to find out what's next on the roadmap, we're going to need to shift gears. So if you're joining us in VR, hold tight, and I'll see you in a sec.
Hold tight, everyone who's not in VR as well for some reason. But yeah, so far, gaming-wise, I think it's pretty cool.
Hey, we're here together in Horizon.
Here he is.
This is the first time that we've done this at Connect. And this is a preview of our next generation of avatars. They're so much more expressive and detailed than anything else today.
They look good.
And they have this unique meta style to them.
Bit Disney-ish.
It's a lot of work to build AI to auto-generate these for billions of people, and then give everyone the tools to make sure that your avatar feels like your own. But I'm excited to start rolling these out later next year on phones, VR headsets, and more. So while I'm excited for this next generation of avatars, we are also seeing a lot of developers and partners building great experiences with our current generation of avatars as well. So now, let's meet up with Igarim, who leads our avatars work, to discuss the latest on our avatars and what you can do with them. Hey, Igarim.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, want to update everyone on the latest with the avatars ecosystem?
Yes, we have so many exciting things going on. Our first milestone is making it so you could use your avatar across all of our apps and in VR. The new Meta Account Center
Mark
already
Pixarberg.
allows you to have one or multiple avatars, so you could show up however you want. And if you have one avatar you really like, you can now easily sync it across all the apps and in Horizon.
Nice. All right, let's talk a bit more
Nice.
about the integrations that we're building for the apps.
Already see avatars showing up in stickers, stories, comments, and more across Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and in the future, WhatsApp. And we're working on bringing them more to life through animation and to more places like, for example, Reels. We want you to be able to use avatars anywhere you want to express yourself.
Okay.
And we're also bringing avatars to video chat.
That's right. Starting with Messenger and WhatsApp, if you want, you'll be able to show up as an avatar. It's going to add a whole new dimension to video chat.
Yeah, I think avatars in video chat are going to be like this third mode between video on and video off. You can still express yourself and react, but you're not on camera, so it's kind of like a better camera off mode.
Yeah, we're working on this now and expect to launch it next year.
And in virtual reality, there's already head and hand positions, so your avatar moves and sounds like you. And now we want to bring that to phones and computers too, using cameras and microphones. So if you wink at your phone, your avatar on your phone should wink too.
Making your avatar work across all kinds of devices and apps truly creates continuity across experiences.
Yeah, you should be able to take your avatar and virtual goods everywhere.
So Boy Brown says I could definitely see big business use for these. I'll cut down on travel and be more interactive than Teams chat. Yeah, that's definitely. I'm excited about Iron Man.
Today we're announcing
Can't stop thinking about that at the moment.
that will let you show up as your avatar on Zoom calls.
So to make this easier, we're extending the Meta Avatars SDK to iOS and Android on Unity. And I'm also excited to share that the Meta Avatar SDK will soon support
frame rate.
Unreal Engine and virtual reality too.
The frame rate.
These expansions will make it a lot easier for more developers to start building Meta
Look
Avatars.
how happy his eyes are. Whose eyes are that happy?
We're testing this with a small group of partners now and plan to release this more broadly next year.
Yeah, so right now,
So
a lot of
upwards.
developers are building their own avatar systems since the tools that you can import are pretty basic.
Smiley eyes.
Over the next year or two, as all these new tools and styles become available, and as the hundreds of people that we have working on avatars keep
I
improving,
know, Iron Man. It's
I
crazy.
just think that more and more developers are going to find building with art
December, Onike's.
will offer a much simpler and better
Chapter 2.
experience. And speaking of
December the
making it
2nd or
easy to
December the
add
8th? One of the two.
styles, we have some news about the Avatar store too.
The Avatar Store is launching in VR later this year, so you'll be able to shop for virtual clothing in VR. We're joining with a bunch of partners across sports, entertainment, and more. You're gonna start seeing a lot more of your favorite familiar brands. These integrations, they're gonna be pretty awesome.
And later this year, keep a lookout in the Avatar Store for new outfit releases from Netflix.
Giving people more ways to express themselves through digital clothing will help kickstart the marketplace for interoperable digital goods. So if you buy a sweater, you're going to want to be able to wear that on your avatar no matter what app you're using. So we're going to see more creators, developers, and brands experimenting with this. And beyond clothes, we're also improving the core avatars themselves across the whole family of apps.
Mark, I'm sure you've seen the new face shapes we introduced earlier this year.
New what?
As well as cochlear implants, over-the-ear hearing aids, and wheelchairs.
Yeah, and we have some big
Oh.
improvements to representation coming too, with more options for body types as well as shaders for more realistic skin. There's one more feature coming soon that's probably the most requested feature on our roadmap. Legs.
Legs. It's all about legs.
Legs! I know you've been waiting for this.
I think everyone has been waiting for this. But seriously, the legs are hard, which is why other virtual reality systems don't have them either.
Hopefully they're going to show you the
conceptual
tracking.
science behind this is actually quite interesting.
Hopefully.
And we discovered early on that your brain is a lot more willing to accept a rendering of a part of you as long as it's accurately positioned. But if it's rendered in the wrong place, then it just feels terrible and it breaks the whole feeling of presence and immersion. So that's why we started off showing just controllers, but not your whole arms.
Yeah, if the system showed my elbow in the wrong place, it would feel like my arm was broken.
What about...
Yeah.
And they haven't played Bone Labs. They can't play Bone Labs, dude. Jesus.
Add your whole arms to the avatar stack in addition to your hands. And now we're doing the same with legs.
And now we're getting ready to launch the first full-body avatars.
Yeah, so with standalone virtual reality headsets, understanding your leg position is surprisingly difficult because of occlusion. So if your legs are under a desk or if your arms block your view of them, then your headset can't see them directly and you need to build an AI model to predict your whole body position.
And this really needs to work reliably, so it just feels natural.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to bring legs to Horizon first. And we're going to keep bringing them to more and more experiences over time as we improve our technology stack.
And we will bring new tech that lets developers implement custom avatar actions and behaviors for the experiences they want to
Oh,
create.
custom avatar
That's
stuff.
coming next year, too. And I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you will build.
By the way, guys, for anyone asking, The Walking Dead Chapter 2, December the 1st, and you can wishlist it as well.
Avatars are going to be central to how we express ourselves in the future. And this is a unique opportunity to build some really interesting things at the intersection of expression, social interaction, creation, and commerce. With Horizon Worlds and Workrooms, we're already starting to see early glimpses of what this social metaverse could look like. Just check out some of the things that are happening already. Creators are building social spaces like the Soapstone Comedy Club, the
Take care,
Studio
Parasite. Thank
Hip-Hop
you for joining,
Recording
dude.
Studio, Nope World, and a whole lot more. And as this social-first platform takes shape, we're thinking about the virtual space that you will call home. When you first put on your VR headset or open Horizon, you're going to land in your own personal space, somewhere that you can design and decorate and make your own, invite your friends to hang out, get work done, or just relax and use it
I know
to
what you're
jump
saying,
into
Nathan.
any experience.
I know what you're saying.
All right, now let's take a look at what's next.
What's next? Get to the chopper. Exactly that. Exactly that, man.
With
Exactly
Quest
that.
Pro, our next generation avatars, and Horizon Worlds, we're making good progress on two of the most powerful windows into the metaverse: virtual reality for full immersion, and mixed reality for blending physical and virtual worlds. Looking towards the future, the last set of experiences that need to get built is augmented reality, where you see digital objects overlaid perfectly on the world.
I'm really interested in augmented reality, by the way.
Fundamental technologies across the stack to build full augmented reality glasses are coming together. The waveguide displays, sensors, silicon.
I tried Tilt 5 recently.
I've seen a lot
So
of these
cool.
pieces working in the lab, and it's awesome. Now, I think that this is some of the most amazing technology in existence right now, and it's going to be really neat to see it come together into products over the next few years. Other pieces are coming along nicely too, like our Spark software that's already being used by creators to build AR experiences that more than 750 million people engage with monthly in our mobile apps. And developers are going to be able to start building a lot more mixed reality experiences on the path to full AR using Quest Pro. Now, one thing that makes AR so hard is that the form factor needs to be something that you wear outside, around other people, and potentially all day long. And that's different from where VR is today. Glasses need to be relatively small to look and feel good. So we're approaching building augmented reality glasses from two different angles. The first is building out all the technology we need for full AR glasses and then working to fit it into the best glasses form factor we can. The second approach is starting with the ideal form factor and working to fit more and more technology into it over time. And we took our first step forward.
Depends how big it is, Nathan.
When we partnered with EssilorLuxottica to introduce Ray-Ban Stories. Ray-Ban Stories are our first ever smart glasses.
Why are we looking at this?
You can take photos and videos, share them to Instagram.
I loved my Ray-Ban Stories.
Music,
They were just too small for my head.
But what sets them apart is the design of these glasses that people already know and love. Now, this is just the first product to come from our partnership.
Yeah.
And to talk more about what's coming, let's catch up with Rocco Basilico, the Chief Wearables Officer at EssilorLuxottica.
Hello, Rocco,
hey,
son.
Rocco, great to see you again.
Great to be back, Mark. Ray-Ban Story had a fantastic first year. With Meta, we introduced a beautiful pair of glasses with super.
They don't look like they're in the same room, but it looks like Zuck's in the reflection of his
Soon
glasses.
we are launching the ability to call or text on Ray-Ban Story with your existing phone number, so you can stay connected and stay in the moment hands-free. We are also rolling out Spotify Tap Playback, so you can listen to music on your glasses more easily. You can tap and hold on the
Thing's
side
an
of your
imposter.
glasses to play Spotify.
Yeah, no more copyright music.
If you want to hear something else, tap and hold again, and Spotify will recommend something new.
Oh.
And you also keep launching new designs.
Yes, we have added more style, lens, and color combinations, including transition lenses
Zach.
for all the use that go from clear to dark in seconds.
So this is the first product that we built together, but we've got bigger plans. So do you want to give a hint of where we're going?
Well, we are working together on a new set of glasses to build a portal to the Metaverse. It's an exciting multi-year project.
And this is different from what we're already doing with Project Nazare.
We view our partnership with Meta as a deep long-term partnership. Together, we will help bring augmented reality to life with beautiful design.
All right, thanks, Rocco. I'm really grateful for our partnership.
Thanks, Rocco. Shake his hand, will you? Oh, no, you can't.
A lot of the underlying technology for the future of computing is still in the research phase, but we have working demos of this stuff, and it's pretty mind-blowing. And it wouldn't be Connect if we didn't share some of that with you. So let's start with one of the technologies that we think is going to be really important for the future. I've talked a lot about neural interfaces in our research on EMG before, and we now have a working demo that lets you control an AR or VR device with motor neuron signals. Now, I'm not going to show you the headset this year, but here's what I'm seeing while I'm using this. Just the gentlest flick of my thumb to check my messages, and with another quick movement, I can answer while I'm on the move, or I can even take a photo. Now, the goal here is to make these interfaces faster, higher bandwidth, and a lot more natural.
It's a bit like voice commands for me sometimes.
All right, so
I don't like
to
using
close out
voice
today,
commands.
Let's check in with Michael to talk
Personally.
about our progress here and what still needs to get solved. Hey.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hello.
The future that all that new technology is creating is one that will change the world every bit as much as personal computing.
I feel like they put this guy away for a little while and then get him out of the cupboard now and again.
Generation interfaces, like the neural interface CMG demo that we just showed.
That's right. And there's an important lesson to be learned from personal computing. What we saw there was that the interface to the digital world, the graphical user interface, was what defined the user experience and opened up new possibilities. Our challenge is that GUIs just can't do the job for glasses that have to work in all the situations we encounter in the course of a day, so we need something radically new.
In addition to new interfaces, we're also going to need a whole layer that can sense and reconstruct the world around you, understand the context in which you're using
Why did
these
you write that,
devices,
Pepe?
and also just help you get things done when you have these digital capabilities mixed with the physical world. And this is really the job for AI.
Yes. In the long run, I'm confident that the most powerful way to interact with the metaverse will be through personalized AI.
Oh, dear.
Thanks to the glasses, AI will be able to understand your context and will use that to help you proactively. Ideally, so seamlessly that you won't even notice. Now, combine that with electromyography technology, EMG, which uses the neuromuscular signals through your wrist directly as inputs.
Oh, yeah, I know what he's on about.
Almost frictionless interface.
Yes,
This will be the first truly human-centered interface.
What is a mark
And
face?
a big part of that is that you won't have to learn how to use a rigid control scheme. Instead, the machine will learn and adapt to you as you use it. In neuroscience, this concept is known as co-adaptation. And what that means to all of us is that by combining machine learning with neuroscience, this future interface will work with each user to adapt to their unique differences in physiology, sizes, preferences, and expectations. Here, you can see two people playing an arcade game with EMG.
They're going to turn him into
They're
goo.
both using the same gesture, but because no two people are exactly alike, they do it in slightly different ways. The neural interface continuously gets better over time.
It's like the Nintendo Power Glove, but on your wrist.
The potential for
There you go.
co-adaptation
That's layman
extends
terms.
beyond normal gestures
Right.
into some truly novel territory.
Don't let anyone tell you any
Here,
different.
The algorithm is learning in real time how to respond to the EMG signals the person is sending with only the slightest of hand movements. The system is recognizing the actions the person has decided to perform by decoding those signals at their wrist and translating them into digital commands. And now, the person is able to communicate their intended actions to the computer with almost no hand movement. This is a genuine transformation in the way we...
This is honestly one of those things, right? That all of us sit here taking the mick probably. But if you tried it, it'd probably blow your
You know,
mind.
if you think about the step change in capability
That's true.
came with the mouse and graphical user interface, this should be another big step beyond that in speed and the bandwidth of our interfaces. And you know, this is one of the wildest projects I think that we're working on.
These future interfaces
wild.
will be truly life-changing.
Rawr.
An example that I love is Carnegie Mellon University's NavCog project to help the visually impaired. Our Project Aria research classes can 3D map their surroundings, so CMU used them to build phone maps that enable the visually impaired to navigate more confidently indoors, where GPS signals often don't reach. Here's a look at how this works.
For years, I've gotten around with the assistance of my guide dog, Flirt. I love and depend on her.
Oh, hello, Flirt. Doggo.
Juice bar is on your right.
Doggo.
NavCog can change that.
There is a ramp, 140 feet.
What we're working on is a turn-by-turn assistive technology that we've developed at Carnegie Mellon University. We teamed up with Reality Labs and Meta and started using their Project Aria research classes to build a 3D map of the Pittsburgh International Airport. The maps help the user figure out where they are without having to rely so heavily on external beacons. This is huge because it makes NavCog scalable.
NavCog gives me the freedom to go where I need to go.
You have arrived.
It really helps me regain my independence.
That is lovely.
So this is a
Can they scan it? Can they scan wherever they go, or do they have to be pre-scanned areas?
People and how we experience the world.
That's awesome.
It opens up all of these new avenues to help us do more. Because it turns out that the things that you need to do to model reality, like being able to sense the world around you and understand the context for how it all fits together, that's the same thing that you need to augment human capabilities too.
That is really cool, Ham, isn't it?
Generation
Really cool.
Runs in my family, so I may actually be using the fruits of this research myself one day. Helping the hearing impaired is also on the horizon, and that's another thing that runs in my family. I didn't set out to build glasses for my future self, but it does seem to be working out that way. There's so much more that the interface of the future will bring us, like the ability to right-click on a real object to find out information about it, control our devices without looking down, and get proactive assistance from a personalized digital assistant. We will one day be using this interface to do everything we do now.
Nod and wave.
But more easily, plus a ton of things we haven't even thought of that we'll consider indispensable.
Yeah, so one example is being able to build and manipulate complex 3D objects. And this is central to the metaverse, but it's hard to build 3D objects from scratch. It's much quicker and easier to just use physical objects as templates.
Today, there's no easy way to do that. So we're researching 2 different technologies to solve that problem. The first one uses machine learning-based neural radiance fields to reconstruct the appearance of a 3D object from multiple 2D images taken at different angles. This method can reproduce even the finest details of an object.
All right, so we're gonna scan
That's
Teddy,
pretty crazy what you're saying there,
not just
Johnny
because
Lobster.
he's super cute, but also because he's got the right dimensions and level of detail for what we're trying to replicate. So here's how it works.
She was controlling the dog with her wrist the whole time.
And that's about it. Right now, this takes some processing time, so we got it ready beforehand so we could check it out.
So we've scanned the teddy.
Oh, wow.
What
The
the?
level of detail in this is impressive. You can kind of see all these fine elements of it, like each individual strand of its hair.
Oh, shit.
And you can even see through the semi-transparent bow tie that he has on. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful reproduction.
If it was scaled,
the second technology
that's amazing.
captures geometry and appearance directly.
So here we used a different technique called inverse rendering to scan an object into its digital twin and then bring it into augmented and virtual reality. And it responds dynamically to the lighting.
It's got a
and the
real-time
VR
shadow.
environment. And when you throw it in the air against a wall or
So's the
bounce it off
teddy.
the ground, it's going to respond the same way that the physical object would. So we use Spark to put the virtual object next to the physical one here. They're almost identical.
Neither approach is real-time yet, and each has its limitations. But the goal is to let you quickly and easily make physical objects a part of your virtual world. Of course, the most interesting virtual elements of all are other people, in the form of avatars. And as you mentioned earlier, avatars will come in a variety of styles, but one thing I know for sure is that avatars that are photorealistic representations of users would be the most powerful remote connection technology that has ever
Scan a
existed.
person.
They would create genuine social presence in the sense of making you feel at a gut level like you
Wow.
are literally with
That's
other people,
crazy.
and would span personal distances in a way video conferencing can only dream of.
This is one reason we believe the metaverse is going to be by far the most social computing platform. It's fundamentally about people and about being with people.
Onik's
So we're
what?
going to be able to teleport anywhere and be with anyone no matter how far apart we physically are.
You hear me say
I think
what?
This is the ultimate goal of social technology. And you're right, one of
Titty.
the keys that will unlock this is avatars that truly represent us.
So, last year, we showed you early progress
Oh, yeah, do you
on
remember this?
full-body codec avatars.
This was cool.
And what sets codec avatars apart from other high-quality avatars that you might have seen is that they're fully drivable. So that means that they're not limited to preset movements or expressions. This is an avatar that you can control live in real time with no need to render or export video. So it can photorealistically reproduce individual people rather than just generic characters that artists designed.
Of course, securing your avatar will be critical. We're already thinking about things like encryption and tying your avatar to an authenticated account.
Yeah, imagine that.
But beyond privacy, we've continued to develop this technology. For example, it's now possible to change your virtual outfit whenever you want. Cool as that is, it's the face, expressions, eye contact, slight motions that is most quintessentially human. We're putting a lot of research into making the faces of our codec avatars truer to our physical forms. Mark, do you want to show us the latest in codec faces?
Yeah, definitely. Last year during our visit to the lab in Redmond, I saw the second generation of our codec avatars. So these second generation avatars are pretty amazing, right? They're much closer to how you might want to show up in a setting like a work meeting. So I made one of myself. Now, we've made them a lot more expressive. And not just simple things like looking left, right, up, down, but also the nonverbal cues that we rely on to communicate with each other.
Do you guys remember Red Dwarf?
Things like raising an eyebrow, squinting, widening my eyes, or scrunching my nose.
Let me know if you remember
These
Red
avatars
Dwarf.
are way better at capturing those
That's
subtleties
crazy,
that
dude.
define physical interactions. They're just much more natural. And being able to control the lighting on the avatars adds another dimension.
Look, you're not looking at Mark Zuckerberg
When you
now.
move the light around, you can see how it interacts with my hair, or reflects on my skin, and you can even see it in my eyes. Now, these are
What the
awesome,
fuck?
but they also take a really long time to generate. So we're working on something that's a lot quicker for people to use. And we've made a lot of progress with what we
Got the Red Dwarf guys in the chat. Yes!
from our RL Labs team doing a
Boys.
demo of the process to show exactly what goes into this.
These are much quicker and easier to make. All you need for the scan is your phone, and you can pretty much do this anywhere.
That is
with
incredible.
reasonable lighting. She scans her face from different angles with a neutral expression for about 30 seconds, then spends another minute and a half making a variety of expressions. And that's really all there is to it.
Hi guys, my 3D avatar is ready for use in my phone or VR. It just took a few hours to generate after my scan, and the team's working on making that processing a whole lot faster. Now, obviously, this isn't the same quality as you just saw with the 2.0 codec avatars. However, they're still pretty expressive and realistic. We're putting a whole lot of effort into developing these so anyone can easily create their own.
You got to remember, if you was watching this and you didn't know what was going on,
All right, thanks, Autumn.
would you
This
know?
is some of the most inspiring stuff that I feel like we get to work on.
It's pretty crazy.
It's great that we're at the stage now where the research foundations that we've laid over the past years are really starting to show up in real products.
For sure. There's still plenty left to do, and everything we've just talked about is still research. It may or may not end up in our products, but it's definitely a glimpse of where technology is
Smoke
headed.
me a kipper.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, so that just about wraps Connect 2022.
That was insane.
Last year, we laid out our vision for the future. And this year, we are taking another big step on the path to get there. What we shared today is the first move towards the 200 million people who get new PCs every year, one day working in the metaverse. We're still early in this journey. The products that we showed today are a part of a roadmap that extends far into the future. Quest for consumers, Quest Pro for work and people who want the best VR experience that we can build today, and Ray-Ban Stories for smart glasses. And there are going to be more releases in each of these lines in the years to come, as well as whole new categories of products built for augmented reality and neural interfaces. This is an exciting time to be working on the metaverse. We're investing in this because we believe that there's massive potential here, and we want to bring the best engineers, developers, artists, and like-minded partners together to help build this future. We're at the beginning of a new era.
He's about to rename the company again.
Shifts like this don't come around that often. But we're
What's it going to be
starting this
called?
one now,
What's it going to be
and
called
it's
this
gonna
time?
Shape how people connect for decades to come. I want to discuss two values that we believe in deeply that you can expect us to bring to this work. The first is putting people at the center of everything we build. We believe that the next computing platform has the potential to be more social and more human than anything that's come before, if we build it correctly. That's why so much of what we've shown today is about improving how we connect and interact, building out Horizon as social infrastructure for the metaverse, prioritizing hardware that supports facial expressions and eye contact, creating new ways for people to meet and collaborate at work, designing new avatars and photorealistic avatars. These are things that you prioritize if you're focused on helping people connect. So while the underlying technology is pretty inspiring by itself, the reason that we're in this is because it can bring you closer to other people. This is our company's DNA. It's in every service we build. Your friends on Facebook, your followers on Instagram, your family on
Hold on,
WhatsApp.
Adrian.
It's always about people. And that's how we hope to build the metaverse too. The second value is openness. In every generation of computing, there's been an open ecosystem and a closed ecosystem. There was Windows and Mac, then Android and iOS. Closed ecosystems focus on tight control and integration to create unique experiences and lock-in, although most of that value ends up flowing to the platform over time. Open ecosystems create value and grow through many companies working together, developers having lots of choices, and ultimately more people sharing in the upside of what is created.
So we're releasing
An
a
interesting
new
thing about the
Terminator.
history of computing is that different models have won out in different periods. It's not predetermined which will be the primary one this time around. But as someone who has experience building under both models, I strongly believe that an open, interoperable metaverse built by many different developers and companies is going to be better for everyone. As you can see today from all of the different partners that we're working with, I see our role as not just helping to build this open ecosystem, but making sure that the open ecosystem wins out in this next generation of the internet. Philosophically, we've always been about building in the open. We'd rather show the progress we're making and talk about the challenges we're still working through. We don't have all the answers because some of them just don't exist yet. We're all on this journey together. So if you care about technology and how it can help us connect, if you want to help build a world where we can all experience things that haven't been possible before, if you believe in a future where we can all do more and be more present, then I hope that you're just as excited as I am. So thank you for being a part of this journey, and we'll see you again soon.
That's pretty cool in some ways, I thought. To be honest, it had at least 30 minutes of meh. But overall, I think I got to the end and I was like, damn, that was pretty cool, you know? It wasn't too long either. Oh, hold on. What's this?
It is my pleasure to welcome you once again to MetaConnect. Thank you, our
What is this?
passionate community of creators and developers, for joining us today.
Do we quit this?
A year of innovation and take a look at all of what lies ahead for all of us. I'm Melinda Davenport, Internal Comms Director at Meta, and I'm honored to help guide you through all the exciting announcements, sessions, and speakers still
What is this?
today. So stay tuned for
Oh, we got John Carmack and
and
everything.
nearly 30 technical sessions covering the topics you care about most. Plus, Reality
Where's
Live
gaming?
Consulting
Is there any
Chief
gaming?
Technology Officer John Carmack will share his unscripted thoughts on the future of technology. You definitely don't want to miss a minute.
Did we get
This is
the
also
thing?
the first time you can experience Connect from
Right,
inside
let's have a quick look.
Horizon
I've got
World.
notes.
Now,
I've got
many of
notes.
you be watching right now from Meta Square. Hello to everyone in the metaverse. And to everyone else, you can always grab your Meta Quest 2 to jump in and start exploring for yourself.
Right, guys.
Today is all about this community. Everyone watching,
I
building,
think
creating,
we're good, guys. I think we're good. I'm not saying there's no more cool stuff coming, but I think you know the overall coolness of everything that's probably going to be discussed now. You know, that was the keynote, and they're going to go into more depth and detail about some other stuff. But as for games, I think we're done. And we know about the Quest Pro now. We know that not many people are going to buy it because it's so expensive. We also know that it's not meant for gaming. All the hype that's been behind it, everyone who thought it wasn't for gaming was correct. And it looks absolutely amazing. The headset looks fantastic, but I don't know. As I said, I don't think it's going to be for anyone for games. You know, looking forward to getting my hands on one. I'll obviously give you my impressions of the headset and stuff, and let you know what's going on. But thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for your donations. They're going to really help me buy a new camera since my Logitech Brio died today, unfortunately. But that is part of technology stuff, you know. Gigadad says, not as bad as I thought, kind of hype for some reason. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think 60% of that was actually quite good. I'm kind of into the tech though, you know. I'm kind of into AR. I kind of enjoy some of that stuff. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm glad it did go on a little bit too long, but I enjoyed it, you know. VJ Port, thanks for the party. Thanks for turning up, guys. Really appreciate it. As always, you know, just out here all supporting each other. Thank you very much. Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Sukrasov. Cheers, Grumpy Duck. But yeah, cheers, guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bluebell, thank you, got you. Yeah, but Behemoth, dude, from Skydance. That's what I mean. We've got a lot to process and stuff, you know. A lot to process. But cheers, Lad Media. Thank you very much. Snow Toad, thank you ever so much for another £2 donation. because of you, I did this. I wasn't necessarily thinking I was going to do it, but I'm really glad I did. So thank you ever so much for the push, you know, the positive push. Cheers, guys. Look after yourselves. Take care. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you.